Alright, this is my third try trying to make a tote for this Stanley Bailey number 5 hand plane. Picked it up at a garage sale for fairly cheap. That's also because I need to make handles for it. So this is my piece of maple. I just milled up. It's not perfect. I think it'll still work. I have a template that I got offline by Lee Valley. I'm going to glue it on here and get to work. I'm going to have the plane running with the grain as much as possible. So the grain's running this way. I'll stick it right here. Now this template makes drilling this big hole very easy as long as you start with a square piece of stock. You just set it down, drill a hole straight, and you're good to go. Rather than making the bottom flush with the bottom of your piece of wood, then you'd have to drill an angled hole, which is possible. It's just not as easy as drilling a hole straight down. The downside to this is that your grain alignment will probably not be perfectly parallel with your bottom. That's just the trade-off. So I have laid out 2 holes. I don't have a bit big enough. So yeah, I'm just gonna drill straight down. Next we're going to drill these holes. I have a bit brace. I have a bit big enough for the 7/8. I have one that's almost this big. It's probably an inch and an eighth. But that tends to crack wood, so I'm just going to use this guy. As far as we can go there. Just flip it over, put our bit in there. I also have a piece of oak down here just to catch the bit if it falls through. That way I don't ruin the bit. Very simple. Next I'm going to cut this flat portion. That needs to be about as perfect as I can get it. So I'm going to spend the time, make a knife wall, so that way my saw goes exactly where it needs to be. Not bad. I think it's worth cleaning that up with a plane. Alright, I got the profile roughed out. Now I need to bring it down to its correct thickness. To do that, I'm going to use a saw for this and probably just a plane for that. Alright, I've sanded it up to 100 grit. Still have a good amount of work to do. But now I'm going to drill final hole in here. Just start with a 1/16 inch. Work my way up to a quarter. Yep, it's in there now. Alright, now I need to countersink this hole for the head of my bolt to fit into. I'm going to have to do something special with this bolt, so don't worry about it. Now I'm just going to get this straight, like straight up and down, so I'm drilling straight down. Now I'm going to have a pretty sizable bit to countersink this, but I'm not actually going to drill forward because that would catch on the fibers and just tear it out. Instead, I'm going to be going backwards in the drill, so it's more just going to crush the fibers, get them out of the way. It does get it hot, though. Alright, once I'm like down about an eighth of an inch, I'm going to slowly put it in forward to start actually cutting the wood. Alright, I like that. Probably going to countersink that hole just a hair. Just got done cleaning this off with alcohol. I had some polyurethane, but it went bad, so I'm just going to use this spray lacquer. And this is what we're left with. Very happy with this. Very happy I got these screws working and they actually look decent too. It's on there very, very good. I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna make a knob out of the same wood just so it matches.